Hi guys, this is Kimi Yanks, aka Ankush Ahuja. Today is Friday morning at the 2024 F1 Austrian Grand Prix. Hopefully, I should be able to show you guys a little sneak peek of what happens on a race weekend when you're attending the race as a spectator from one of the most premium vantage points on a racetrack, and as to what the experience is and what the views are and how the weather is changing and the pit lane walks, so on and so forth, depending on the level of access I do get once I am at the track itself. So, this is actually the first race on the calendar for me this year that I'm attending, and post this, I will also be doing the Belgian Grand Prix, which is in July end. But most importantly, this is a race that I was really looking forward to because the last time I did attend the Austrian Grand Prix, it was way back in 2015. So that was 9 years ago. Ever since then, I've always wished to be back on this circuit. The one special thing about this weekend is that we've got the sprint race weekend. So we have free practice today morning, followed by the sprint qualifying later in the afternoon, and then we have the sprint race on Saturday morning, followed by the qualifying for the Grand Prix on the Saturday afternoon, and then of course the Grand Prix or the main race on Sunday. Well, if I were to talk about the weather in Spielberg, well, it is as unpredictable as circuit the Spa-Francorchamps, because both these circuits are nestled in the hills, and you can have clouds coming over the hills in like 15 minutes, and suddenly bone dry weather can become fully wet, and yeah, we can never be sure of how the situation is on the track itself with all the changeable weather conditions, and yeah, hopefully I am keeping my fingers crossed for a dry race. Today's forecast does say that there's going to be rain at 2 p.m. local time, that is 5:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. But let's see and let's hope. Even though the sky is overcast right now, I'm hoping that things stay clear for most of the day today. So the time now, right now, is about 7:30, and I'm going to head down first to pick up my race passes from Leuven, and then from there I will we'll be driving across to Red Bull Ring. I'm by myself, so I have a taxi transfer. So I hope you guys enjoy whatever's coming, and I'll see you guys shortly. Good morning from the Red Bull Ring, and although I got dropped off at the taxi stand, one of the shuttle drivers was kind enough to bring me down to the Paddock Club, and this is the entrance of the F1 Paddock, and right next to it is the entrance for the F1 Paddock Club. This of course is one of the entrances into the paddock. I'm sure there will be another one somewhere near the center from where the drivers would be accessing the paddock. Definitely not from here, but yeah, this is the entrance to the F1 Paddock Club, and now it's time to go into the main building and see what's on offer for us on the Friday morning. Good morning from the Paddock Club, and here we are in the club suite. This time Ferrari does not have a suite of its own, which is quite funny to report about, because it's always been a case where, you know, Ferrari have a private suite, and the guests are seated separately from all other teams. But anyways, new racetrack for me, at least after 9 years, and a new experience. And this is, sorry, I had to cut my video right there because I got called in by the Ferrari host. She wanted to gift me a cap. So anyways, yeah, so this is a shared space, and we are sharing this space with 4 other teams. We've got Mercedes on the far side, we've got McLaren, we've got Alpine, and we have Ferrari. So yeah, so it's actually 4 teams, and then of course there are guests from the Paddock Club, the Golden Card, and the Club Lounge as well. So this is how the Paddock Club looks, and we move towards the back, and we actually have the F1 paddock right here. So you can see all the motorhomes right there, starting from the Red Bull, then on to the Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, and then the other teams all down, up and down the paddock. And then we've got these trucks that are around here as well, the engineering trucks, and you can see the mechanics already working on the cars for the session that's going to happen later in the day. Welcome to the first pit lane walk of the weekend. This is Friday morning and the time right now is about 11:30. We still have about 30 minutes left for the pit lane walk to end. And yeah, that is the media entrance right there. This is Parc Fermé. You can see the safety car and the medical car on the far side there. Looking up here, the podium, where of course we will be having the ceremonies, the podium ceremonies. And that incidentally is right above the Red Bull garage. We've got Max's car right there at the back. We've got Checo, and there they have the pit lane, the pit wall for Red Bull. Moving further on, we have Mercedes. Let me just walk across a little bit more. Right, there you have the Mercedes, and that's the car up close. Right there. Looks stunning, as always. I love the color scheme. And then moving further on, we've got the Mercedes pit wall here. And then you've got Ferrari there, of course. So you have the Ferrari team. Right there. This side we have the Scuderia Ferrari pit wall. Further on, we have the McLaren garage. That is Piastri and Lando Norris. That is Piastri's car. Looking beautiful as ever. The orange papaya color. That is. Then we have. Oops! I almost got bumped into there. Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso, and Lance Stroll. That is their car. Very few guests here in Aston Martin, by the looks of it, which is a bit of a shame because it's such an old and regal brand to have. And then we've got the Alpines there. So yeah, this is, I'll continue to walk right up till the end of the pit lane and then walk back again, taking some stills along the way. That's Williams. That's a Visa Cash App RB. And then you've got Williams right at the end. Sorry, that was, what am I saying here? That was Williams, that's a Visa Cash App RB. You've got Alfa Romeo, and then you've got the Haas right at the end. MoneyGram Haas F1 Team. And that, my friends, is the end of the pit lane right there. So guys, I am back again after a good lunch, and we are right now overlooking a full train of cars. These are all the F2 cars competing on the weekend today. We can see Kushmeni on the far side there in the Invicta, the car that was previously driven by Jack Doohan. And we are now in the final minutes of the qualifying session. Well, we still have 12 minutes left, but yeah, these are the final minutes of the qualifying session, and then we'll have the second pit lane walk of the day, followed by sprint qualifying for Formula 1. Before I make my way down to the second pit lane walk of the day, I was very quickly wanting to tell you guys about the weather situation here. Well, just like Spa, Francorchamps, we have inclement weather here because this entire circuit is surrounded by hills on all sides, and we can have a quick change in weather from sunshine, like we see right now, to becoming heavily overcast. Now, if you guys remember, I was telling you guys about the rain incoming in the afternoon at around 2 p.m. local time, but it has not happened, so you can't really trust the Austrian weather. So guys, here we are just a minute away from the start of sprint qualifying, and this is a shorter format of the traditional qualifying version, and this will basically set the grid for the sprint race that happens on Saturday morning. The three sessions, SQ1, SQ2 and SQ3, are of 12 minutes, 10 minutes and 8 minutes respectively. SQ1 and SQ2, the drivers have to run brand new sets of medium tires, while SQ3 allows the drivers to use a brand new set of soft tires for the final session. So yeah, let's get ready for sprint qualifying, and as you guys can see, the stands are full. There is excitement in the air. Of course, there are a few seats here and there that are still empty, but I'm sure they will be packed to the rafters come the weekend. So guys, that is sprint qualifying done. This was the last order of the day for Formula 1, and unfortunately it was a disappointing result for Ferrari, with Carlos Sainz P5 and Charles Leclerc P10. Charles failing to set a time. Well, he rolled out of the garage, and as he made his way to the pit exit, the car went into anti-stall and the engine shut down. Unfortunately, he was stuck there for almost half a minute, and the Ferrari mechanics had to run him through a series of settings that restarted that engine, and then from there on he was pushing all the way through in order to make it before the checkered flag. He also had Hamilton pushing right behind him, so the Ferrari mechanics had to keep him updated on the gap behind as well, and even though he was pushing, Charles failed to make it to the finish line before the checkered flag came down, and that was it. So yeah, Charles starts the sprint race tomorrow morning in P10. Right, so welcome to the tour of the F1 Paddock Club here in Austria. It's a 2-level Paddock Club. This is level 1, and that is the entrance to the Paddock Club. You walk right in, come up the stairs, you come out here, and yeah, this is actually the first level of the hospitality. And Austria unfortunately has only Red Bull as a team that has a private space of its own. All other teams are sharing hospitality spaces, so we actually have 3 big club suites, which is unheard of, honestly speaking, in Formula 1, because almost every team otherwise, in Europe does have hospitality spaces. The big teams that I'm talking of, like the McLarens or the Mercedes or the Ferraris for that matter. So yeah, this is one club suite hospitality space, which is having Pirelli and their guests and the global partners of Formula 1 like Do & Co, Rolex, Sky, MSC Cruises, Qatar Airways, and then we keep walking there straight, and here we have an hospitality area which is having an ice cream station, a taco station, and a Viennese specialty by Demel, and yeah, this is the DJ counter, and here we have some pizza being served to the guests. Finally, simulators on the far side there for those who want to become Verstappen and Leclerc of the future, followed by the F1 store, all in a very compact space. And finally, a prototype of the engine, where F1 is committed to go net zero by 2030 using sustainable fuels. Apologies there for the excessive noise that's been created by the Porsches, really loud, and yeah, now I'll be showing you the other hospitality spaces. As we keep walking straight, we have the other hospitality spaces, some of which can be seen here. We are right here, so here you've got F1 experiences. If you've got a lounge which houses the Philip Morris people, and then you've got the Red Bull Energy Lounge, which is a large shared space, which is a large private space for Red Bull. So here you've got the F1 experiences, and moving further on to Philip Morris. That is the Philip Morris Lounge on the right hand side. And finally you have the Red Bull Energy Station, or rather the Media Lounge, and then you've got the Red Bull Energy Station on the far side. I'm not allowed access that side, hence I stopped right here. With the ice cream in hand, 3 flavors. I'm here on level 2, and one of my Do & Co friends was really pulling my leg while I was shooting this feature. And this is level 2, shared space again, the club suite here. And then moving further on, we have a second viewing space and the second club suite, which you can see on the right hand side in a moment, where I'm actually seated in the Ferrari hospitality right here. So I'm right outside the paddock right now, and this is the paddock parking. Hoping to meet some drivers and get some selfies and some autographs. Hi guys, I'm back in my hotel room now. As you can see, dead tired and completely zoned out. I was getting really drowsy on the way back, but soldiered through the taxi ride, and here I am back in my hotel room. The time right now is 10 p.m. and it's been quite a long day. Getting up at 6:15, leaving out at 7:30, and then coming back in at about 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's been almost 15 and a half hours away, uh, running around shooting a lot of content. And yeah, it obviously takes a toll with all the heat there today, because Austria was quite hot, and it is quite uncharacteristic to see a place like Spielberg have that kind of weather. But yes, here I am back. I hope I've been able to cover a lot of things today. And unfortunately, I did not get the access into the paddock. And whenever I did, it was just for the garage visits. The visits were quite fruitful because I got my moment of fame on the F1 TV broadcast too. So yeah, yes, in a way, good productive day. Towards the end, I did get the opportunity to go near the Paddock Club, the Paddock parking, and get a few selfies and some autographs from some drivers. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do a lot more when it comes to getting some more selfies and autographs. Um, at the same time, I'll try and mix things up a little bit for tomorrow, see what I can add, probably go down to the fan village. Tomorrow is the sprint race weekend. So we have the sprint race, F1 qualifying for the Grand Prix. So yeah, there is a lot of action coming our way. I will be leaving the links to my other social media handles in the description below, like always. Please like, share, comment, subscribe this video. If you'd like to connect with me elsewhere, please do so. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for all the great encouraging words that I get to read on the videos that I've published so far. Take care, guys. I wish you all a lovely day or evening ahead, and I'll see you guys again with the Saturday experience. This is Kimi Yang signing off. Bye bye.